Get out of my seat. You have the best seat in the house at the MiSciFi Awards party.
Well. How you doing there, ladies and gentlemen out there in internet land? My name is Troy Bernier, and here we are again at the Miami International Science Fiction Film Festival. And that was real cool clip there, of course, if you're a huge fan of Mandalorian. But we've got an awesome guest today in this next clip, Mr. Tyler Mann from the film called Life Cell. Life Cell is in a dystopian future where everyone is powered by batteries. Does that sound familiar? Where Jason M decided to risk everything at a hope for a better future, right? It's okay. We know that this is going to be a fun story. And today we've got Mr. Tyler Mann joining us, and he is from a place in Texas, Buda, Texas. And his film is a short that was part of the festival lineup, and it actually won an award, but we'll go into some of that in a bit. Let's bring Tyler in.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Troy?
Fabulous. How's it going over there in Texas?
Oh, it's awesome. The weather is getting a little bit warmer up as we get into the summer months, so we're gonna be staying inside a lot more or hitting the swimming holes.
Yeah, yeah. What part of where is Buda, Texas? I've never heard of Buda, Texas.
So it's actually pronounced Buda, like beautiful, but it's right outside of Austin, just south of Austin. So I'm
Oh,
in the Austin area.
oh, okay. So you figure like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, hour?
Yeah, yeah. To me, to get to downtown is probably like 20-minute drive.
Right. Is the speed limit still 80 miles an hour?
Not up 35 on you can on the toll roads on the outside. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm just a small indie filmmaker here in Austin, Texas, and we're just getting our production company off the ground. And this was a short that I made when I was in film school in UTA, University of Texas at Arlington. So we shot at their studios. We also shot at Agora Entertainment Studios, where I was interning at the time. And so we made this a Dallas film primarily, but I'm an Austin-based filmmaker. And yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And once again, the film is called Life Cell, and not for you to give up, tell us too much, but tell us just a little bit more about the film.
Okay. So yeah, the film is really inspired by like that golden age of sci-fi with like Logan's Run and a bunch of those old awesome sci-fi films. So I wanted to make something. Oh, THX1138. I want to make something similar to that. Like I was really inspired by all that. And in college, you're just constantly going. And I was just like, man, it would be awesome if I didn't have to sleep. And then that's where it triggered. And so I was making my swan song to THX1138. And yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Where was the film shot in particular? Exactly. Where was this? Where was it shot, and how long did it take?
Primarily in Arlington, Texas, and then also in downtown Dallas, Texas, and some in Irving, Texas.
Okay.
And yeah, we kind of were jumping all over the place to try to get a really wide variety of like futuristic looking locations. And
that's how you do it. That's good.
Yeah.
You use the local backdrops. That's right.
Yeah, I was really lucky to have access to some awesome sets too. Where I was interning at they had a really cool like doctor's room, so we kind of sci-fi'd it up a bit, and then we built a set at our at UTA's studios facilities. It was awesome. We shot it in about 4 or 5 days total, but our initial shoot was just a weekend, and it was gonna be like a long weekend, but we had a storm roll in that shut down power for the whole like city of Arlington for that day. And I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? We lost a day. But we managed to all just get together and like make up time on that one really long day. And then on Saturday, we're gonna have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so we had a long day Saturday and then a pretty decent day Sunday. We're able to get it all in, and then some minor pickup shots later on.
That's awesome. Here's some of the pics from the film, if you can share them.
Yeah.
Some people, I guess these are what, like security?
Yeah. So in this society, everything's all about productivity, because like there's no sleep, there's no reason to like, you just have to plug yourself in and go. And so these are productivity officers.
Right. Wow, productivity office. It almost, I don't know, it sounds familiar. What is this blue? What is this blue thing here?
Oh, you just add some cool LED lights to make things sci-fi, right?
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be actually connected to his battery pack behind him, and it goes, their battery packs that power them can also power, like human attachments to them.
Sure.
And so he has a gun that he shoots blasts out of that's powered by his battery pack. But he doesn't. That's the main character, Jace. He's just he's like keeps track of people's nutrient levels and everything, and make sure that they're taking their sedatives and everything.
Right.
And he's able to adjust some things for people who are not on their sedatives anymore.
So tell us a little bit more about the other characters as well.
Yeah, and next to him is his other. In this society, everyone's paired up together so that there's someone who has responsibility over him, kind of watchful over him, but they stop taking their sedatives and they find out maybe they're in love with each other, and then start to feel feelings.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I
And
like
he's a
I like your use of your set because even though this is in a laboratory, present day pretty much, but you lit it up, right?
yeah.
You
We had
added
an
things
awesome
there.
art. That thing where the heart
Yeah.
just a paper towel dispenser that I just put some a heart beating on to make it look
See that?
better. I mean,
See that? That's right. That's right. You dressed it up real nice.
yeah.
That's awesome. And I guess there were batteries powering these LEDs.
Yeah. We had some awesome people help out, and they had a 3D printer, a friend of ours, and he designed the batteries and 3D printed them. And this was, when 3D printers weren't as big as they are now. This was a few years ago. And so it was really cool to be able to get a hold of one for free to print these props with.
Much less figure out how to use it, right?
Yeah. It was so great. There they go. In all their glory.
Wow.
All their taped on glory.
Well, do know that you could probably auction these off to raise capital for your next films,
That would be cool. Yeah, I have a feature. I actually have like a whole series of movies related to LifeCell. It could be a TV show or it could be movies, but yeah, I have this whole world I have that we've written down.
Where did you get the shirts from?
So those are athletic shirts from like Academy at the time, and actually got my mom and my sister on to help, and they we made up a little Morse code language thing there that's on their things, and that actually says like his name, his profession, and all that stuff. So it does say stuff on there.
Yeah.
And then we cut the sleeves off so they could have their forearm monitors. And yeah, we actually did some tailoring for the cast. It was like my first time going all out on a film,
That's
Yeah.
That's very nice.
We still have all of that stuff too.
Once again, you could always, the thing is that you could use them in future productions, and that's a good idea, especially these days.
Definitely.
Quality of the film, I really think, is good enough for that. The story is definitely good enough for it.
Yeah, totally.
So can we take a look at the trailer?
I'd love to. Yeah, that gentleman right there to the left, he was actually one of the ones that helped design and print the batteries. He jumped in when we had an actor fall out for that role, and he played the part.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Base, everything seems to be running at optimum level. Looks like you recharge regularly.
Never go below 35%.
And you're always blue.
Always.
Good. A regular charge is important to a healthy life. Keep up your routine, and I would not be surprised if you live well into your 18th decade.
Are we able to self-charge?
Where did you get an idea like that?
I heard rumors that our bodies are able to function without the life cell.
The world runs on power. Everything needs a power source. Even humans. You see what happens to those who can't charge themselves. Their bodies are processed every day.
That's what I thought.
That was a good response. That was a good response he had. Keep him out
That's totally what I thought. Yeah, no more questions. I'm out the door.
Yeah. So, what were some of the challenges in producing your film?
Obviously, making it sci-fi in the future, you got to build the world, and you got to make it make sense, and you got to think of a lot of little details to make it feel real. And so the art direction was huge, the locations were huge, the props and the costuming was all huge, and we had a lot of talented people donate their time and resources to be able to make it come to fruition. Otherwise, I would just be making this with action figures, just like
How and how long did it take?
Like from like just the shooting, the production part of it, or like
both things? Your production time and your the time that it took to develop all your props and sets?
So that was several months of pre-production, probably when we started, and yeah, pulling everything together we shot in October, so I would probably say I was prepping it since like August.
Yeah.
And finding locations, finding the wardrobes, finding ways to build the sets and stuff, and the actors.
And refresh my memory, the film is under 20 minutes long.
It's 12 minutes, yeah. 12:43, I think it comes
and
in.
So what you exhibited, which is really one of the main reasons why you got the award, is that you were able to build a world, produce a short in a very short period. And it's not a long short. Like our typical long shorts are over 20 minutes long, pushing close to 30. That's what we call a long short. But you're able to condense that and condense a good story, good, like action, drama, really good delivery by the actors, and great set design, all within just 12 minutes.
It was a labor of love for a lot of people who were involved in this production.
That's a good recipe.
It was,
it's a good recipe. So when it comes to, and that's why you guys were nominated for it, and then of course ultimately won. But
so exciting.
if you're able to use this same recipe, just do some modifications on extending the storyline, and of course more scenes and stuff like that, but you got yourself a feature.
Oh yeah, right? It's written too. Better believe it.
Yeah, because it all, the amount of time that you put in to do this, just add another week of production, you got yourself a feature.
Yeah.
You already put in all the work, to build it up, build the world, got the crew, got the cast, and that week of production could be divided into 4 weekends.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have some features in the works, but we do want to get up to a higher budget level for lifestyle feature film, which will be coming in the future. You better believe it.
So why do we need to see this film?
So this film is just it's so important to watch a film like this, because it's all about what we can lose within ourselves when we just focus on the day-to-day like monotony of trying to pay bills, trying to work, trying to you kind of forget, why am I doing all this?
Yeah.
And if we get into a society where it all becomes about that, we lose the why we do all that for, and that's the loved ones, the emotion, the feeling alive. And that's terrible if that's where society gets to, and we lose the reason for living. Art, love, the emotions. So
which once again, this is a science fiction that helps us ask questions, helps us come up with some answers. Good job. Next couple of questions. We're running tight on time, but I see you've got some winnings here from other festivals. What are some of the other festivals that your film is screened in?
Oh man, it's filmed at a lot of festivals. It actually just filmed, talking about sci-fi festivals, at the May the 4th.
You were there. Did you go?
Yeah, LifeCell was there in Ireland.
Did you go?
Oh, I didn't go. No, unfortunately, I wanted to so bad. I tried to make it happen, but
we had 2 other films there. 2 other films from the festival there that I know of, because the filmmakers were there and they tagged us.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. It looked like, I was looking at all the social media. It looks like a blast of a festival. And y'all's looked like a blast too. I wish I could travel more. But yeah, we went to a lot of festivals in Texas. I have some awards up on the shelf. And yeah, it's been doing so well. It's played in Sydney, the Sydney Sci-Fi Film Festival.
Good event.
Yeah, and it's played in Las Vegas, and it's about to have its Los Angeles premiere. GainsCon. It was, GainsCon. I don't know. It's played at a few Comic Cons, which has been really cool. It's played at AwesomeCon. It's played at what was that? Grand Rapids Comic Con. It's been making the rounds around the world.
Great. Well, do realize it's a good, if you attend the festivals, always bring some merchandise to sell,
Yeah.
because you'll be able to sell shirts. Just get shirts made up, get buttons made up. You'll be able to sell them, and the buttons have a very good resale value. So
Oh, okay.
it costs you about $1, you sell them for $5. That's the best markup you got in all your merchandise.
Thanks for the advice.
Last two questions. We're pushing it here. Last two questions. Star Wars.
Okay, I know. I'm gonna try to answer this carefully, not offend you. I see the Star Trek. I know you're just a Spock, which is great. Respect, But There's a nostalgic place for Star Wars in my heart. I'll always be a Star Wars guy over Star Trek. But I will contest or agree that Star Trek has way more quality than Star Wars. 100%. There's way more quality on Star Trek.
Okay.
But yeah, Star Wars all the way.
Okay. And since it's Star Wars, what are your three top characters for Star Wars and why?
I mean, you got to go to Han Solo for one of them. He deserves a spot. He's like the ultimate renegade bad boy, He's awesome. And so Han Solo, but then, I love Din Djarin. Like, who doesn't? Mandalorian is such a great show. He's a beast, and I love his whole story. There's so many. It's hard because there's so many great characters that have a soft place in my heart. But Ahsoka Tano, I gotta give a spot to Ahsoka. She is such a badass. I don't know if I can say badass, but she is. And I'm so excited for her show. And she's just one that doesn't want anything to do with either side. She's like, I'm gonna walk my own path, and I love it. Awesome. I'm here for it.
That's good. Okay, Tyler, that's all we've got time for today. Thanks so much for joining us, and stand by. It'd be good if you could show up again during the virtual festival.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, and stand by. We've got commercial break.
Thanks for having me.
True that you should wear little to no makeup for on-camera auditions. I would say that the camera picks up everything. So the reason why you should have a more understated look is because we want to see you. We don't want to see the makeup covering you up. And it's fine to wear light or highlight certain things, but someone who comes in with way too much makeup, the camera's going to pick up every single thing, especially these 4K cameras now. Some of them now are 6K. So we definitely do not want to have every eyelash pronounced that's a little, it'll pick it up. In general, just pat yourself with a little bit of powder, very light makeup if you need to wear any at all, and allow you to illuminate from within.
I'm not paying for a messaging app.
Yes, you are.
We have so much data!
Don't pay with your data. 3MA, seriously secure messaging.